Hello, ladies and gentlemen.
That's me playing the groovy bass tones for you.
There you go.
You did a
Hello,
great
ladies
job.
and gentlemen. Welcome back to another episode of Comics Unleashed. My name is Tim the Terrible. This guy over here is Sal the Slab Guy. The empty chair over there is Dan the Kelly Art, the road manager for the man who needs no introduction but gets one every week anyways. The Ric Flair of comic books, Gary himself. Gentlemen, how are you doing tonight?
Saturday night special, baby.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we got about 30 or so seconds worth of business to get out of the way. So that's right. We got to do the business. So that gives you the opportunity to sit down, relax in your easy chairs. It may be snowing where you are, maybe raining, or it may be too warm to go outside. Either way, you're going to have an awesome time tonight. First things first, let's go ahead and get this out of the way. If you are not following us on all the socials, Uncle Gary, what would we like to do with that?
Well, we have all the socials, and we want to give them to you. So
that's right.
That's right.
There you go. Make sure to follow us on all the socials. Type in at the Codex Station. That is where we will be. Your favorite social media platforms and where we're live streaming right now. Also, go ahead and check out our website, thecodexstation.com, for all your Codex needs. Get some merch, meet the team, and so much more. Once again, thecodexstation.com. Now, ladies and gentlemen, we got a sponsor tonight. That sponsor is Nirvana Comics in Knoxville, Tennessee, and they have been gracious enough to pass along a store exclusive cover for Duke number 1. Let me go ahead and show this to you guys. Look at that. Duke number 1. Absolutely. And it is numbered 95 out of 250.
Wow.
So that is even doubly fantastic. You can win this, by the way. And the way to do that is you can't because you're with Codex. But anybody else that's watching this can. And it's really simple to do that. All you got to do is make sure that you are subscribed to the Codex Station right here on YouTube. If you haven't hit the subscribe button, do it now. You're halfway to getting entered in to win this awesome comic book. The second thing you have to do is go over to Nirvana Comics on Facebook. All you got to do is type in Nirvana Comics. It's the only thing that pops up. You'll see a neat little logo like this. And there you go. Like it. Make sure to do that. And then take a screenshot of that. Head back over to the Codex Station on this or any other video, type in I'm in and put that screenshot up there so that way we know that you have done both of the criterias to win this awesome comic book. You've got plenty of time though, but it is running short. We're going to be doing our drawing right here on Comics Unleashed on January 22nd. So do it while you can, ladies and gentlemen. And also, you can go to Nirvana Comics website, nirvanacomicsknoxville.com. They are my exclusive local comic shop, ladies and gentlemen, and all the polls and some of the back issues even that I show every week here on Codex, I get directly from Nirvana. And with that being said, let's go ahead and get some polls out of the way. Sal, how do you feel about going first tonight?
Sure, if I can stay connected. I've been having a little tough time with my Wi-Fi. You guys have been very choppy and freezing up on me. So,
see, for me, your picture looks very pixelated.
Let's see how good you do.
Look now.
You look great.
Thank you.
Beautiful as always.
We're going to go for. Thank you, sir. I appreciate it. Books of the week. Here we are.
There we go.
And I am starting with my independent. So let's move this out the way. First one up is Drive Like Hell.
Ooh,
issue number 3.
Dark Horse.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, like it.
I picked it up on a whim, type of thing, and I read the first issue, and I'm like, okay, this has got my interest peaked. Issue number 2 was like, okay, this story's moving pretty good. So I have not read number 3 yet, but
So what is the story
for it?
Is there a lot of driving involved, or is there a lot of hell?
There actually is a lot of driving because he's got to drive like hell. There's a bunch of demons chasing him right now, and they're all in cars as well. So it's a big Fast and Furious demonized race.
Is he driving to hell?
Not really.
Like hell.
Hey, Richard, great. Thank you for posting. I'm in. Make sure to do that on our Facebook
I keep
page
going.
also. Oh, Sal is cutting out. This is why I wanted to try him first to see if we couldn't get as much of
I'm
the
gonna keep
comics
going.
as possible. Yep,
Yeah,
we can
hear
hear
you.
you now, Sal. Go ahead. Go
You
ahead.
good? We
All
see
right,
you.
all
We
right.
see you.
All
We
right, so
hear
next
you. We
up
love
is
you.
all right, very good. Next up is Unnatural Order from it's Vault. Yeah, from Vault. And then
Okay.
of course the issue 2 just came out, so I picked up that as well.
Nice.
And now we go on to Marvel. I picked up the Vengeance of Moon Knight #1.
Oh, you got a variant there,
Nice
sir.
cover.
Yes, I do.
That's
This is
great.
the 4th cover. So
Ooh.
here's Tim, it's your favorite Amazing Spider-Man Gang War.
The gang
Going
bang.
along pretty good. But you know what? Gotta love it. There's a map right there on
I
page
love the
1,
map.
baby. Page
Love
1,
the
right
map.
there on the map. Gotta have the map.
I'll wait till the trades come out.
All right. So we have Fall of X, House of X, #1.
Now that cover looks cool, not gonna lie, but I have
It
heard
does.
that the entire story is a disaster.
It's
Actually,
Pepe Larraz that drew that, right?
this one?
You say Pepe Larraz, is that his name?
Yeah, I believe it is. That's right.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, he just finished that doing Big Game with Mark Millar.
So no, the story so far I think is actually going pretty good. They're finally coalescing it together now, and the mutants are about to make the comeback and fight Orcus head on. It's up till now, it's been kind of like here, here, that type of thing. So
Now, isn't there the controversial moment in this storyline with Cyclops in court?
yes, this is the one where Cyclops is in court and he's not recognizing the charges. And at the very end, I am not going to spoil it.
So
but,
is he reverting back to the Avengers versus X-Men Cyclops?
No.
Or like the
No.
one? No? Okay.
No. Oh, you mean like costume wise or just
attitude wise? Like
no,
when he
no,
was
no.
when he was on the verge of like total destruction.
No, absolutely
No?
not.
Okay.
No.
All right, fair enough.
That's good.
Okay. All right. So next up is Venom #29.
That's a nice cover.
That's cool.
All right. I also picked up Kid Venom Origins #1.
Okay. Is it kid friendly?
No. I shouldn't say I haven't read it yet, so but I'm assuming it's
That was very matter of fact.
Yeah.
Did Travis say that it's the collection of all the backup stories from another book?
Correct. Right.
There you
Wasn't
go.
Jared from Subway kid friendly?
No, he was not
He was not.
at all.
So that is my Marvel. So I only have 2 from DC, and I have Batman #141.
Right on. Zdarsky going strong.
Yep. And I have to say this is probably going to be one of my next one of favorites to collect, and that's Kneel Before Zod.
Oh my God.
I think we should make that like our quote for the night. Kneel Before Zod.
That's a great cover. So, Sal, out of all the books you have, what's your book of the week?
Book of the week. Well, geez, I haven't read most of these yet. I did
Or
like
most
House of X, Fall of X.
anticipated.
Well, okay, I'm going to go with what I read, and that's House of X, Fall of X #1, because I think it finally. I think the storyline has finally turned a corner now, and we're going to see some action now from here on out through the story. My most anticipated one is the Kneel Before Zod. I can't wait to see what this is going to be like.
Okay.
Venom feels betrayed.
All right. Good job, Sal. Always a pleasure and an honor to see what you got for the week. All right, gentlemen, I'm going to give you the rundown of what I have. So, first things first, we're going to go through DC, then I'll get you some independent and some Marvel from there. First, we have Fire and Ice, #5. I have not read most of this. I'm waiting for the entire series to finish before I start, but this was one of my most anticipated last year when it came out, and I'm excited to see what it does. So there you go. And I know Lobo was in the last issue. This series is awesome. If you're not reading this, highly recommend. Green Arrow #7.
Oh,
And they
good
just,
book.
Very cool.
and they just announced that it's now an ongoing.
As
Oh,
it
very good.
should be.
Yeah.
As it should be.
As
No.
long as they keep that creative team on it.
Yeah. This is book 2. Tell me, is there only 2 books in Batman Gargoyle of Gotham? Is that it?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, I think that's it. I haven't read it yet, but I have that as well.
I haven't either, so I'm glad that there's only 2. I've got 1 and 2 now, so I can sit and read it. Sal, you want to do a review on it?
Yeah, let's do a review on that.
Right on. Done.
So when that guy gets to be old and has kids, and his kids have kids, he's going to be grandpa.
He's gonna be great grandpa.
Yes, that is exactly correct. Conan number 5. This is the start of a new story arc, guys. Super awesome.
What's Conan holding?
He is holding a big ass sword. That's what he's holding.
Kind of suggestive, isn't it?
It's a phallic symbol. So it's a
Conan.
euphemism. Yeah.
What's best in life? Conan, what's best in life?
The lamentation of your women.
Yeah.
Of the women.
Yeah. So that
Pressure
leads me to my book of the week, Conan number 6. I am
Daily.
in love with this series. Not a big fan of his work, but for fantasy and horror, he's perfect, as in with this cover.
Yep.
The story inside is phenomenal. It's amazing. It's wonderful. It is very adult, as it should be. And I think it holds true to the Conan mythos. Super awesome. This is my book of the week right here. So definitely.
Does he give her his broadsword?
Not that girl, but 2 other ones he does.
Okay.
This series, though, I have not read G.I. Joe in a long time, so I started at 301. This is 302. I'm loving it right now. I'm loving what Larry Hamm is doing with this. I think it's fantastic. And if you haven't read G.I. Joe in a while, this is not part of the Energon universe. This is a continuation of the main Joe story. Check it out. Worth a read. I think it's really good.
It's the Real American Hero that was Marvel and then was continued at
Image.
It wasn't at Devil's Due. It was at IDW, I think, that then picked it up where the Marvel one ended and continued it until they ended. And then now Image has it and they're continuing it. So now it's going to be like, let's see how many different companies can publish a Real American Hero.
Exactly. This is my copy of Duke number 1. This book was amazing. Dan, as soon as I read this the other day, I put it in our group chat. I was like, holy shit, this is great. If you're not reading Duke, read it. It is fantastic.
It's got a lot of cool little Easter eggs for the old G.I. Joe like cartoon and stuff that's in it that pay attention to the stuff in the background. You'd be like, oh, I recognize that.
Yes, exactly. TJ, absolutely, man. I hope you enjoy Conan. The first trade comes out in February, I believe, and Savage Sword of Conan, a new title from Titan, comes out in February also. So definitely go get it. In the back issues, you can still obviously get it your LCS. I highly recommend. This, I think, is one of the best Marvel is putting out. It's a hit every issue. She-Hulk number 3. I love it. It's fantastic. I think it's great. Let's see here. This is a variant for She-Hulk number 3.
Good looking. Oh, nice.
I like that one a lot. Not gonna lie.
Who did that cover?
This one is, I am unaware. If you look in CLZ, it might show you, but this is the C cover. If that makes any difference. Okay. Next we have Predator versus Wolverine number 3. Awesome variant cover there.
Good book.
Yes.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Then we have Uncle Gary. This is one of your favorites, Incredible Hulk number 7.
Have you read that?
I have not read this issue yet.
It is so good. Oh,
this is
so good.
This is my tomorrow morning cup of coffee read. That's what I'm waiting for that.
It is amazing.
Next, we have Avengers number 8. This is really good. I'm really enjoying Avengers right now. I think that with what they're doing with Captain Marvel as the leader of the team and the type of team that they have for this, is working out really, really well. McKay's doing a really good job with the writing, and the creative team of Villa and Blee are doing fantastic too. This is Twilight Dreaming Part 2 with Nightmare as the main villain, and I love it. Love it. Next, we have Marvel Zombies number 4.
Ooh, that's a cool cover.
Yeah, that's the Hulk and the
Mhm.
Thing. Wonderful. And then this is my most anticipated for the week. Haven't read it yet, but I am super anxious to check it out. Vengeance of Moon Knight number 1. This is the A cover.
Nice.
Oh, it's
Yeah.
still pretty sweet.
The A cover's great.
There's
This is
a metal.
Go ahead.
There's a metal cover out that sold out from our shop, and
Ooh.
the guy said he called our Frederick store, and he goes, they have one, they'll send it down. I'm like, put it in my box.
Oh, yeah. So that's my most anticipated is Vengeance of Moon Knight.
Well, tell Gary what else you had him put in your box for next time.
Oh, so you'll love this, Gary. I went through and picked up all the Hulk issues from 1 to 7. And
Oh,
I said,
good.
Put this in my box for next time.
Ooh,
So I'll be reading all that next week.
that's great.
Good choice.
Hi,
Good
Dan.
Hi, Dan.
Hi. Hi.
Why don't you go ahead and show some pulls this week there? Good.
Looks
All right,
like
so,
that looks like his Joker boner panel on his shirt.
So I've
He's
got.
just happy to see you.
I guess
Yeah.
this actually came out last week, and I didn't realize that I forgot to pick it up off the shelf, which is Power Girl number 4.
Speaking
Great.
of Joker boner covers, there you go.
And then when I was putting it on my entering my books on my spreadsheet of everything in my collection, I saw I forgot to enter issue 3 or I forgot to buy it. So I'll have to look through the boxes to see, and I might have to go back and buy that one. But I like that DC has been doing all of these miniseries for these characters that have been kind of neglected for a while. Some of them, like Green Arrow, are really good. Some of them, like, well, I won't say which ones I really didn't care for, but some of them are not so good. Some of them are kind of in the middle, but like I like that that they're at least giving some kind of spotlight to all of these other characters.
Dan, do you think they're testing the waters to see which characters are holding more solid sales than others to greenlight a continuation of the run?
I think it could be for some of them. Like clearly with Green Arrow, I think that was an intention because he is a major marquee character for DC. So I think for him, yes. For the other ones, like I think like Fire and Ice, it's very doubtful they would give them an ongoing unless they just had like mega numbers. I think it's more so something that they just where like we're doing this Dawn of DC thing. We're gonna have all these miniseries because they've had the Green Arrow, Fire and Ice, Power Girl, Hawk Girl, Superboy. Yeah. They got the 3 solo JSA ones, which those I don't think that those are meant to be ongoing ones. I think that's just part of, hey, we're putting the JSA back out there, and we're going to give you these little miniseries. Yeah, for each of these different characters too.
Kind of like a retelling of the Golden Age, or
well, it's because each one of them is very different. So the Sandman one takes place, like in the early days. Mm-hmm. The Flash one with Jay Garrick takes place in current day. Where his daughter has like come back to him, and it's very much a father-daughter thing. Yeah. The Green Lantern one takes place during like the World War II times, but a bit after the Sandman one. But like all of them are independent of each other. Right. I've always loved the JSA. I know Gary has too. So it's great just being able to get some more content for these characters. Some of them, like I said, some of them are better than others, but it's great. Yeah.
The last screen, the Alan Scott book had a nice Spectre appearance in it.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. And it had a cool ending too, which makes which makes me very interested to get the next issue.
Nice.
But yeah, like Sal, I also got Batman 141, which I've been really digging this series.
Nice.
I've been reading that, and I've been reading Detective, but I've been enjoying the Batman solo book much more. Honestly, I feel like Detective, the story in that's just kind of dragging on at this point.
Detective is a very slow read.
Yeah,
I'm digging it though. I'm digging it. I like the story.
I mean, it's good. It's I feel like it's getting better, but it's also like it's been drug out for so long. Like I'm kind of the point, like, all right, I kind of want some resolution now. But also, like, on the back cover of this is the ad for the animated Crisis on Infinite Earths that's coming out, and they're doing it in 2 parts. So it kind of makes me hope that they'll be true to it, much more so than the TV show, which was cool. But
yeah.
The last DC book I got is Shazam #7.
Ooh.
Which has just been just such a fun book so far. Highly recommend it. Writing is by Mark Waid's great. The artwork is great, though. I see there's a fill-in artist on this one, but yeah, the artwork still looks pretty good. So
nice.
I also got Unnatural Order #2. Then the last 2, I got 2 Marvel books. Of course, I had to get the new Captain America.
That cover looks amazing.
Yeah,
been a good book.
Yeah, the artwork and the writing on this, it's definitely been very good. Better than the last series, which I enjoyed, which was better than the series before that, which was just dreadful. It was a chore to read.
Dan Richards says he agrees back to what you were saying about DC, loves what they're doing, and he is a Marvel guy.
Yeah, and they kind of launched all these miniseries like around the same time, like, or roughly, like, so the Superboy one ended like 2 months ago. Hawkgirl just ended. Fire and Ice has got like 1 more issue. Like the JSA ones, they got 3 left. Power Girl's got 2 left. So I hope it's something that they keep going. That as these miniseries are ending, that they start doing some other ones too. Because I mean, there's so many great characters they're not doing anything with right now. Even if they just put out an anthology book again and did something like that.
Right.
And then the last book I got would be my pick of the week, like you, Vengeance of Moon Knight.
Nice. So is that your pick and your most anticipated?
Yeah. I mean, the previous series was fantastic, and even though they're relaunching it, it's the same creative team, and I just expect it to be just as good.
The death of Moon Knight, spoilers, is woven so well into the story that it's like it's you know what's happening, right? As far as that goes, heroes never die in comics and stuff like that, but it's just
especially not a character whose whole shtick is resurrection.
Exactly, right? Yeah. So it's part of the whole overlapping story, and it's just so awesome to be a part of that.
I mean, Ted McKay's done so great with him. Like, he's a good writer when he makes you give a shit about 8-Ball. Like,
very much so. There goes Sal again.
But yeah, I'm reading it, and I'm like, I remember 8-Ball, like when he was in, like, what was it, in Sleepwalker? And I'm reading it, and I'm like, I actually care if, like, I'm actually caring about 8-Ball, and I like want him to survive this. I'm thinking like, wow, you're a really good writer to make me care about this nothing character.
Well, all right, Dan, thank you so much for showing your polls of the week. Uncle Gary, the floor is yours, good sir.
All right. There was a book I read. The last book from last week's books that I read was this Timeless book. Did any of you all get that or read that?
Mm-mm.
I almost picked it up. It was just one of those where like the price point really turned me away.
Well, it had the great Alex Ross gatefold cover and all that, but I didn't see it coming. I don't know what it really ties into, but it dealt with the Moon God, and it dealt with Danny Rand, and it dealt with Luke Cage, and I liked it. I thought it was a really good read. So
it was a one shot.
Yeah, I guess so. Maybe there's something. Maybe it's a crossover from another universe or whatever. But Cage has the power of a lot of Marvel heroes, and he's like the last one left fighting the corrupted Moon God. So it's pretty. I liked it. I was surprised by it. It was. I didn't see that coming. I bought it just for the cover.
I might have to look it up next week. Does it tie in? Because they did that Timeless book. Was it like 4 or 5 months ago? The one that was kind of focused on Kang. Does it kind of tie into that at all? Or
I don't think so.
No.
I don't
All
think
right,
so.
gentlemen. Sal's having some technical difficulties. He's coming in and out, so like a
There he
drunk
is.
uncle at Thanksgiving. We'll see him in one room and
Drunk
then
Uncle Sal. Hey. All right.
welcome back, Sal. Uncle Gary is just about to show his polls for the week.
All right.
Gary, TJ asked if I don't know about Nirvana, but if Nirvana or if your shop does out of state pull lists, like do you ship them to them?
Gary, you go ahead and answer that first, and then I'll do it.
No, no. Comic Logic, we do not. That's to come in and see us in person. But I know that Nirvana does, so please see them for that. They would love to help you with that. But if you're in Northern Virginia, you come in that front door and you see us. We'd be glad to have you.
There you go. TJ, go ahead and head over to nirvanacomicsknoxville.com. You should be able to get any information you need to do out-of-state pulls there. And if you run into any issues, let me know. Just hit me up through Messenger on Facebook or anything like that, and I can talk to Grant specifically and get it worked out.
When it comes to comic shops, you want to run into issues, Tim.
Well, that is very true. You want to have a lot of them.
You want to have a lot of them. I've got a lot of them. I got 59,100 and something.
Speaking of which, I hope to God you show us some beautiful Silver Age goodness, but right now modern age.
Modern age. There we go. Poison ivy. She's got morning sickness. That is a pregnant chick I don't think I want to have to cater to.
God.
I wonder what she's craving. All right. Fire and Ice. Oh,
yeah, there you go.
There we go. No, nothing beats the last alternate cover though with Lobo.
The one with Lobo, yeah, that one was cool.
With the cowboy hat. Yeah, it looked like a bad 70s porn movie.
Gary TJ says he is in Northeast Alabama. So,
well, you come a road trip to the nation's capital, and we're right outside, about 35, 40 miles outside of Washington, D.C. Love to see you if you come in. So
we'll treat you real good.
You treat you fine. The Batman.
There it is. Wow.
Right. And talk about not treating you fine. That darn Joker. That's not how you treat the Cape Crusader.
Man, that is a great cover.
That is Finch.
Yeah.
Yep. He's that's a lead pipe cinch by Mr. Finch. Yeah.
For all the covers we've seen so far, that's my favorite of the week right there.
Yeah. He is battering him a Batman.
Jeez.
Yep.
I gave the kid the crowbar. I'm giving
the kid gets the crowbar. Pipe. Batman gets a lead pipe. There's the Shazam versus Black Adam.
Wow.
All right. Now we're going underwater a little bit. Titans, Beast World, Atlantis.
Ooh, very nice.
Murrah with the trident.
Yeah.
All right. And we got an alternate cover there with Aquaman and Tempest.
Oh, that's cool.
That's a great cover too.
Yeah. So there we go. So that's DC. Then, all right, get real close and get this because this is right up at you. Basic Instinct, baby.
Oh.
So is that based on the movie?
I haven't read it yet, but I think it is.
They better have the
leg crossed.
The leg crossed. Well, what was the parody movie where she crosses her legs and it's a beaver smoking?
That was Hot Shots, wasn't it?
Oh,
Hot Shots Part 2? No, first Hot Shots.
That was funny. But anyway, Basic Instinct, pretty. It's got to be tied into the movie because that's the movie's logo with the ice pick.
Yeah, I wasn't sure because I saw it on the shop shelves last week, and I was just like, so is this an adaptation of the movie or a continuation of it?
Interesting.
Or what?
Yeah, I don't know. I'll find out. They had me at hello there. Pine and Merrimack, which is like a noir, a crime thing, detective agency thing. I wasn't going to get this, but Rob and the fellas talked it up a lot, so I'm going to give it a shot.
That's Boom Studios too.
It sure is. So a little bit of noir. This has just been a stupid fun read. I love it. Midnight Show, where they're showing this movie that has all the monsters in it, and it's been sealed for years, and it's got a curse where the monsters come to life, and they are just killing the moviegoers. It is just great. So love it. Characters you think are supposed to be part of the story are getting capped. So it's just they're like, damn, they're already dead.
TJ going back to Basic Instinct, the scene.
The scene. There you go. Newman from Seinfeld, sweating like a son of a bitch on that. Because of y'all, I went and got Duke, because y'all talking so much Duke stuff. So I went, because my Duke's John Wayne. But I'll give this Duke a chance.
Have you read it yet? Or
no, I have not.
Dude,
let me know what you think when you read it.
Put it in the chat after you read it.
Well, I don't have the deep G.I. Joe knowledge y'all have.
You don't need it with this.
When that cartoon came out, it was a bit beyond me. I mean, I know knowing's half the battle. Now I know that, and I remember getting the toys. I remember getting toys for my first marriage for my stepson. From that marriage, I remember buying him the toys and looking those. So I had an idea who the characters were, but I never watched it. So if you go into Marvel,
you didn't read the Marvel comic?
No, I had the first 12 issues and then I sold them. I don't know, about 20 years ago. And back then they really weren't worth anything. Now number one's about $3, $300 now, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, I wish I still had mine. That's going to be a hard one for me to get back.
Yeah, I don't know that.
Those Alex Ross Fantastic Fours.
Look at that brain. Look at that floating brain. So FF.
Alex Ross is really pulling out the 50s B sci-fi stuff.
He sure is.
I love it.
I would say you could tell from the covers he does great covers all the time, but you could tell the ones for like the characters that he really, really loves.
Yeah.
You can tell that he loves the Fantastic Four.
Oh, yeah.
Absolutely. I went to that Alex Ross, little museum show they have at Shenandoah University that's still here through February. So
nice.
They had those neat. So anyway, Fall of X, that's the regular cover. And then I got my Hello Nurse cover.
Ooh,
there you go. That's nice.
There we go. Yep. She cute. Like y'all, I'm getting the Moon Knight book. I mean, I don't know if it's a different Moon Knight. What is killing all these heroes and bringing people back, like Punisher? That's not the real Punisher. Is this bringing back a different Moon Knight? I don't know. Is this
what if this Moon Knight is Frank Castle?
Well, there you go.
The difference between Death in every other comic book and Death in Moon Knight is that Death means something in Moon Knight, so it's part of the story.
He's a mutant.
Yep. Captain America.
Still a great cover. Love it.
Still a great cover. Again, much to Tim's chagrin, I am really enjoying the Gang War storyline.
Show us the map. Both.
Show us the map. Show us the map.
The map. You got a map. I'm a sucker for a good map.
You guys are gonna strong arm me into picking up the back issues. I'm gonna have to do it.
Yes.
Damn it.
And a sweet variant cover.
Oh, the 1 in 25. I hope I won the auction because me, you, and Jamie were each bidding on separate ones, and I don't think anybody else has bid on those yet, Sal. So I think each of us are going to get it.
That
nice.
Is that Del Odo that said that?
Sweet.
That's such a good cover.
Is that a Del Odo cover? It kind of looks like his stuff.
No, it's not Del Odo. It's
Del Odo.
Gosh, I can't remember right off the top of my head.
It's gorgeous, is what it is.
Yeah, it's fantastic. Matter of fact, let's find out because it's worth mentioning who the hell.
I can look it up for you, so you don't have to open it.
No, I've got it in the other issue. They say.
Oh, right on.
It's the alternate variant cover. I think it's Lorenzo. Is it Lorenzo Pestra? No, it's Simone Bianchi.
Oh,
Bianchi
stuff too.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what it was.
Bonacci.
So now I got one more Marvel item, and it's my pick of the week. And
TJ says loves birds on Spider-Man and Superman covers. Highly agree.
Absolutely. My pick of the week and my most anticipated is the same thing, and I can do curls with this. I can beat somebody to death with this sumbitch.
Nice.
Oh,
look at that.
Hey.
That is great.
Wonder Man, the early years.
What books are in it?
So
wow,
it's got a lot of great stuff. I've been looking forward to it. It's my favorite Marvel hero. Avengers 9, his first appearance. 52, where the Grim Reaper first appeared. 131, 132, 151 to 53, a bunch, 159 to 60, 64 to 66. All these are Avengers, a bunch of others.
Wow.
It's got giant size Avengers issue, Marvel team up appearances, Marvel premiere, Marvel 2-in-1, some Vision and Scarlet Witch, some West Coast Avengers stories, the Wonder Man one shot, some solo Avengers stuff, and Avengers West Coast. So really great stuff, and I will show you the
that is like all of his early appearances, all the way up to the 80s.
So it's like a film, it's like a movie strip, the film.
Great.
Where it's done like cool. That, and it's got a lot of covers in the back. And then I will show you the regular cover of the book without the dust jacket. That is just a nice touch. You ready?
Yep.
Here we go. Hold on.
Oh,
that's great.
Yeah.
Isn't that good? Isn't that good? That's awesome. That's pretty awesome. They
that's wonderful.
Well done design. Well done. So
wow.
I've been waiting for that for a while. So that will.
Richard says the movie reel bit matches his character. That's
exactly
correct.
right.
Yeah, good job. So Richard also says Avengers #9. Is that his first appearance, Gary?
Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
All right.
Avengers 9, and then he would appear every now and then, as a, when they would talk about the Vision and what happened to him, and the Avengers 52 is in there because that was the first. That was the first Grim Reaper, and it was also when the Black Panther joined the Avengers in that issue. So.
Yeah, and Richard once again says, "Great creative team." Absolutely. All right, guys, we got polls out of the way. Now it's time for us to take a little bit of a break. Let's go ahead and get some sponsorship notifications out of the way. First things first, why don't we go ahead and give a shout out to the sponsor that's been with us for quite a while now, Dubby Energy. Sal, that is all you, good sir. Let us know all about it.
All right. It's well, head on over to WGG and check them out. They are a good, clean energy drink. They don't have that bad aftertaste. They don't have the sugar jitters. They don't have that crash afterwards. It does taste good. They got a ton of different flavors out there. But if you go online, go over to WGG, use the keyword code -X. You'll save 10% on that order. So definitely check them out.
Absolutely. And in case you missed it, in the beginning of the episode, let's go ahead and go over this one more time. Nirvana Comics, ladies and gentlemen, they have been gracious enough to give us this book right here to give away to you. It's real easy to do. Richard already did it earlier in the show today, and if you haven't done it, now is your chance. All you got to do is make sure you're subscribed right here on YouTube at the Codex Station, and head over to Nirvana Comics on Facebook. Look for this neat little store icon. Make sure you're following them, and then let us know on the Codex Station Facebook page with a screenshot that you are following Nirvana and say, "I'm in." That's all you got to do to win this store exclusive. It is numbered at 95 out of 250. Nice. So that is even more cool, ladies and gentlemen.
Easy stuff.
That's right. You got until the 22nd of January when we are going to spin the wheel of death and pick a lucky winner, ladies and gentlemen. All right, we got some back issues to do. Sal, you got back issues tonight?
Oh yeah. I've got back issues because I'm old.
No,
what you did there,
Sal.
The old man.
Sal, I've had a week back.
Oh yeah, I know. Gary, when you reach my age, you'll have back issues too. All right.
When I reach your age, let me tell you something, brother. This year, I can say this now. I turned 60 this year. This year. Holy shit! What happened to me?
I know.
You start listening to The Golden Years by David Bowie.
Yeah.
All right. So this is going to be a combination of what I've got in the mail, which I have saved for last. What the first part of this stack is my the highlights of my HCC pool. I don't have the whole stack to show you because we'll be here through the next couple of days if I were to show you that. Check out my mail call online.
Yeah, there you go.
Yep, check out my video on my channel if you want to see the whole thing. So first up is Death of Venomverse #2. This was a connecting cover variant. which is just looks pretty badass.
That is pretty cool.
Great.
That does look
I
cool.
got this up, a Ghost Rider Wolverine Alpha with the claw marks.
Oh, that's cool.
The only
I
thing would
saw
be
the
more
one-
awesome if these were like glow in the dark, but they're
I,
not.
s-
Yeah,
I
that
saw
would be
the
cool.
one with Ghost Rider's logo today at the comic shop.
Oh, if I had seen that, I would have picked it up.
Wow.
So, Moon Knight number 30. So this is the dead one, I think. This is where he
Yeah.
dies. He's dead. Carnage number 2. I also picked up the Peach
Ooh.
Monoko variant to that, but it's back there, so we're gonna move on. Predator versus Wolverine. Out of all the variants, I like this one the best
Oh,
I like it.
because we got dinosaurs in there as well.
that's wonderful.
This was a Superior Spider-Man number 2. This is the variant cover for the game. So this was the encoded suit, they call it.
Oh, that's cool.
Nice.
I'm sorry, and it's going to be mixed between DC and Marvel, but I'm a rebel. Who cares? All right, so I also picked up the Black Manta Detective Comics.
Oh, I
Oh,
love
isn't that great?
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's an
Oh,
awesome
that is
cover.
cool.
great
It is.
cover.
I didn't know Cyclops was in DC.
Yes, he is. He's that amazing. And if you want to find out more about Cyclops, message Jamie directly, and he will spend 3 or 4 hours talking your ear off of how great Cyclops is.
Is that
Oh,
message here
character.
no matter what time, day or night?
Yes.
No, it doesn't matter. Day and night. He doesn't sleep, ladies and gentlemen.
He
He's always up.
loves it when you message him in the early afternoon.
Exactly. All right. So next up, I finally got the last issue to Hunk Girl, number 6 out of 6.
Oh, right on.
So there we go. I just recently put on my pull list World's Finest. So this is the number 22. This is the variant cover.
That's Kingdom Come cover. Yeah.
Yep, Kingdom Come variant cover. Mm-hmm.
Because
That's cool.
yeah, it's the Kingdom Come universe before Kingdom Come actually happened.
Right.
So here's the Alan Scott Green Lantern.
That's a
Oh,
good
that
book.
looks good.
That's a good book.
With the
I
special
love
green
what
guy in the back.
Spectre said to Alan Scott in that.
Yes, Spectre
don't-
very
spoilers.
modern.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. This is Amazing Spider-Man variant with the 25th century suit. Almost looks like an ant suit to me, but
Wow.
all right. Next up, I got the Mary Jane variant to Amazing Spider-Man 41 or 40, excuse me.
That's great cover too.
That's cool.
It is.
It's a shame
It
what
is.
Zeb Wells did to their relationship. though.
Yeah. What did Peter Parker do?
Nothing.
Yeah.
He did big fat zero, ladies and gentlemen. The biggest goose egg in the world.
All right, so that's the highlights of my HCC poll. These will be mail calls now that I got.
Okay.
So I picked up Purgatory, Dracula Gambit.
Oh,
Pretty
so
sweet cover.
good.
I got the Purgatory foil cover.
Oh,
Wes,
look at that.
Wes has that autographed.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Maybe he could trade with mine. I'll give him them so he doesn't have to scribble one.
Hey, right on. Then I can
There you
get
go.
that red foil from him.
There you
There
go.
you go. So I also got this Purgatory.
That's a good cover too.
Nice.
All right, this one's cool.
Those
'cause
old chaos books were cutting edge.
Yeah, they were. This one is pretty cool because I worked at Warner Brothers in a past life, and I had to pick this one up because it was part of, I was bidding on from the same guy, and I needed one more book like to max out the box or whatever I was getting for the shipping. So I picked up this Daffy Duck Dell comic.
Nice.
Oh, wow.
15 center. It's seen some love. It's got some damage, but you know what? Daffy Duck is amazing.
Can't go wrong with Daffy Duck.
Can't
Let's
go wrong
hear
with
your
Daffy Duck.
impersonation.
Well, that's you, Dan.
Well, you're the one that bought the book.
No, I can't do a Daffy Duck impersonation. I'm sorry. All right, so next up is Battlestar Galactica #1.
Classic.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, #1. Mm-hmm. And I
Did
just
you hear that they're going to do another Battlestar Galactica reboot?
oh gosh, another one.
A TV
Nice.
show?
I
The
just picked up
sci-fi one
another-
was pretty good though.
The sci-fi one was fantastic.
Yeah.
I have a hard time believing that they're going to top that. I mean, that's one of the best sci-fi shows ever. Period.
Before sci-fi went really weird.
Yeah. So Richard has a comment there about the
Oh,
About
yep, I see it right
yep,
there.
about the Wolverine cover.
Homage to
Yes.
Wolverine 1.
Yep, that was the not Wolverine 1, but Wolverine number 50 from this third series.
That's right. There you go. Yeah.
And if you watch the Christmas special, it's the book I gave Sonny for our Secret Santa.
Yeah.
So, all right. So next up is I finally picked up the Captain America from George Perez.
Oh, that's such a good one. That's
such a great cover. I mean, I'm tempted to slab that one.
Dan, is that the cover I got for you, or no?
No, the one you got a different one for me. I actually bought that one because they did two of the Perez variants. Issue 1 for the new Captain America series had like a full body kind of
that's right
drawing of them, and then issue 2 had that one, and issue 1 there was another variant cover for issue 1 that you would gave me in that one box.
That's right. Okay, yeah.
But you're right. So I've tempted to slab the one I have for that too.
Definitely. Okay, so next up is What If number 19. This is if Vision had conquered the world.
Oh, that's a good one.
That's a good, yeah. That's it.
And then I got What If number 15. Is that 15? Yes.
Oh, that's a really good one.
Nice.
Yeah, I've had with Fantastic Four: Lost Trial of Galactus. Reed Richards Must Die.
That was when What If was at its peak.
Yes.
Right.
Yeah.
So now the sad story with this is I'm close to finishing off my What If run for that particular volume, and
volume 2.
Volume 2. Yep. The seller that I was buying this from, he actually had the rest of them, and I'm like, just give me the lot. Just give me the lot. Give me your price. And then we worked out a pretty good deal. And then when we finally got settled up the money, and he was going to ship, he's like, dude, I misplaced your stack. Like, what? He goes, I can't find it. He goes, he didn't put these up for sale. He messaged me directly. He goes, I know you're looking for What If. Do you want these before I put them up? I'm like, hell yes. So he goes, I put them somewhere down, and now I can't find that stack. He goes, I'm going to refund you the money. And I'm like, no, it's okay. Keep them if you want. If you find them, they can mail them to me. It won't, it's not this good off my back. And he's like, no, I'm gonna refund them to you because I feel really bad that I feel like I'm like, if you locate them, pay you for them. So
there you go.
All right. So next up is Dark Reign Lethal Legion number 1 of 3.
That's a cool cover.
Do you see that? Yeah. Okay.
Oh,
sorry.
yeah.
It looks like a Grim Reaper on there.
It is Grim Reaper. Yep.
There we go.
So I believe I have the number 3 to that somewhere too. So, but moving on, we got the Alex Ross Ghost Rider.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The Johnny Blaze.
It's a good one. And because I love a good negative space variant, I picked this one up.
Oh, that is cool.
When that
is very cool.
Came out, that was the hottest book on the damn shelf.
So this was limited to 4,000 copies, it says. I don't know what number this is, but it does have that cert with it.
Wow.
So, yeah, that was a good book. That's a good one to have. Now, to make Uncle Gary proud, I got this one. I picked up this.
There we go.
Swamp Thing, the original. This is a reprint, but it's an older one.
It's the first reprint.
It's the first reprint.
It's the first
and I believe
time
this is issues 1 and 2.
Those 2 issues were reprinted. And I got to surprise you by telling you to look at the back cover.
Right. I didn't realize it was a wraparound cover.
You know, Sal, those first reprints of older books go for $1 or $2. I mean, like the first reprint of Wolverine first appearance, like Incredible Hulk 180 and 181, or 181 and 182, whichever. That goes for about $20.
180 first appearance.
Right.
Yeah. No, I mean like the 2 issues that are in the 181's his first appearance, ladies and gentlemen.
No, it's 180.
180 cameo. His the one panel he's in doesn't affect
he speaks. He speaks though.
The full page. He's named
3 against 1. Tim, do you really want to throw this down?
He speaks in it.
Ladies and gentlemen, go watch the Breaking the Code episode where Jamie and I yell at each other for 30 minutes about this.
That was
Keep it this way, Tim.
That was pretty fun.
you have a much better chance of owning a copy of Hulk 180 than you of Hulk 180 than you do of 181.
Very
If you
true.
were to purchase a copy of Hulk 180, what would you then say is Wolverine's first appearance?
Hulk 181.
Liar. You'd be
No,
like,
not a liar. The
Listen,
market has determined
Vince,
what
you know
it
what?
is.
We're probably not worthy to answer that question. I think the person who answers that question, we ought to find somebody that has 180 and 181.
There you
I
go.
wonder who we know that would have that.
Oh, yeah, that's right. I do. 180
Oh!
is the first appearance.
Hey,
All right,
Tim,
so next,
Go ahead,
here's
Sal.
another-
next up.
Here's a whole other bag of worms then. What's Gambit's first appearance?
266.
No.
No, it's
Yeah.
the annual.
We'll get into
The
we'll get
annual.
into that one
Fine.
later.
It's the annual.
Ladies and gentlemen, we're about to be in a grudge match. So.
Don't make me get Ric Flair out here, okay?
He's already out here. He's below me.
He's like just on the other side of the the squared circle there. And I'm about to tag him in.
You burst out.
Tag
Tag.
him in.
Okay.
Okay. Next up.
Oh,
Next
that's
up.
right.
Go ahead, Sal.
Picked up Greenland number 45.
Now we're talking.
Ooh,
Nice.
Now we're talking.
Oh, what's that across
This
the
one-
top?
Oh, look at that. The checkered box.
Yes,
Yeah.
go checks.
Go checks.
Go checks.
So it seemed some love, but I got it at a pretty decent price. So
that's
all good.
Great.
They threw in this one. I don't remember actually buying this one. So this is a freebie, and it was Wanted, the most dangerous villains.
Ooh.
I don't know what this is really about. Is this Gary? Do you know more about this?
I have all 10 issues. Yes, of course I do. It's
Of course you do.
of course I do. It's just cool. It's reprints. So it's reprints of a lot of Golden Age stuff from DC, more golden than silver, and they're just fun covers. And DC was doing a few reprint mags like that at the time. They did a
Nice.
Secret Origins series that was
Mhm.
like 7 issues, and they did that. Wanted, and it's just a lot of fun. It's easy. They're easy to collect. They're not that expensive, and it's worth having.
That's cool.
Okay,
Nice.
maybe I
Yeah.
will. But I
Yeah.
got to finish out one other back issue series that I'm trying to finish out. I'm gonna do that first, and then maybe I'll move on to that.
Yeah, absolutely.
And that's just been a weird mystery to me. I don't know why.
Woo!
Anyhow.
What could it be?
What a
It's a
segue.
tale. It's a tale
segue,
to be told, isn't it?
It's a tale to be told. Okay. All right. All right, folks. Next up, Voyage to the Bottom of the Sea. Another gold key, 12 center.
Oh,
Those painted covers are so cool.
and
I know.
Gold Key is making their way back. Too.
Yes.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yep. Absolutely. All
Gary
right, and
Richard
from-
agrees with you. He says
What's that?
the who's who of DC Comics for that
Oh,
Wanted
yeah.
series.
Yeah,
Yep.
very good. Okay.
All right.
Okay. So last of my back issues here is Spider-Woman #1.
Yes. Good
That
job.
is a nice book to have. Yeah.
Oh,
That is.
that
Now this
is
is
really
got a
good.
little bit of damage to it. The very top has some there breaks there, and then
Yeah.
right down here we got a couple of spine breaks. I'm going to bring it to Ken Hubbs, who is the presser for that comes to Comic Logic, and I'm going to talk to him about it because if it gives me probably a 6.5 to a 7, I still may slab this one because it's just a great cover to show.
I'd slap
is.
it either way.
Yeah.
Well,
It's #1. It's not her first appearance, but it's #1. You know.
First
That's
solo.
number one.
Yep.
That's
Yeah.
right.
Remember how much
Gary-
that and her first appearance were blowing up on the spec market like a year ago because everyone's like, oh, what's her name? Is like she's gonna play her in Secret Invasion. She's gonna play her. That's like, oh no, she's
Yeah.
gonna play someone that is not remotely that character. But
Her
Right.
first appearance was also in Hulk 180.
That's
there you go.
exactly
See?
correct. It was
Everybody's first appearance was Hulk 180. Okay,
Marvel
Just so you
value
know.
stamp.
Yes.
it
All
was
right, so
funny
that's my
because
Hulk's first appearance was in Hulk 180.
yeah, it was
There you
crazy.
go.
It was crazy how he
There
first
you go.
appeared in the 180th issue of his own.
I think
Yeah.
I think Namor appeared in Hulk 180. It might have been Hulk 181 though.
Oh,
I don't
I
know.
think
look,
the original Human Torch played, was first appearance
Listen, Namor is the only character that predates the entire Marvel universe. Did you know
there.
that?
Don't you mean Namor?
Namor. Because
Namor.
Bill Everett had a Namor story in Famous Movie Land Funnies or something like that. and he appeared in maybe an 8-page story there before Marvel Comics #1.
Yeah.
So Namor predates any other character within the Marvel stable. And did I tell you how he got the name Namor? How he came up with Namor?
Yeah.
Everett would write names backwards to get cool names to see if that would be a cool name, and that's Roman. So Namor is Roman backwards. Yeah.
Ain't that something?
Yeah. Things you might learn watching Codex Station.
That is true, ladies and gentlemen.
Dan already knew, but maybe we get a few other people to know.
You got the Library of Comics right there, so
I do.
There you go. All right, gentlemen.
When we say go to the videotape, we say go to the vault.
Go to the vault.
All
right. That's what this segment will be called henceforth from here forward. The vault. The vault. All right. Got some books to show you. Got a big stack of them too. So this is a mixture of going to McKay's, going to Nirvana, and going somewhere else. I cannot remember where. But either way, lots of cool stuff. So first things first, bombshell covers from the New 52. Do you guys remember those?
Yes.
Oh yeah. Yep. I've got them.
I found the Justice League of America #3 bombshell cover.
Hello.
Nice.
For $1.
Nice.
Now, my goal at McKay's today was to spend $3 or under on books. All their Spider-Man stuff is $5, so I bypassed a lot of that. But I tried to spend $1 on as many as I possibly could. So, bombshell. I found this, and this is either volume 2 or volume 3. I think it's volume 3. But this is Batman Beyond #1 of 6 from August 2010.
That's volume 3. I think that's volume 3.
Yep, and I paid $2.50 for that. Not bad. Yeah.
Still, that's good.
Uncle Gary, this is for you, good sir. Got this at Nirvana today. This is issue 2 of 4, so all I'm missing now is issue 1, and I'll have the full run of this.
Oh, nice.
Yes.
Did we do a comic character of the day of the week for him?
I think we did. Ladies
One of the best ones we ever did.
Yeah.
It's the mature content only, ladies and gentlemen.
Yes, it was.
Right. One of my favorite episodes. If you haven't seen it, go check it out. It is on the Codex Station under Comic Character of the Week. It is absolutely fantastic, but it is not for kids.
Beware my power, Green Lanterns.
Phallic symbol. Ladies and gentlemen, we have Batman #675.
Oh, great.
Nice.
Tony Daniel, I believe. Yes.
And look, it's raining in Gotham again.
It is. Wow, it never stops.
Yeah. Gotham is just like Seattle and just like London.
Yeah.
Gary, this one's also for you. I got this today for $1. Couldn't pass it up. And with the amount of different stories that are in here, I thought it was awesome. But the cover is what drew me to it more than anything else.
There you go.
There you go. That's
some Dead Man.
That was fun when Action Comics was had all the different characters in it. And it was in a weekly anthology. Yeah.
Yep. And they had several stories. Like this has Dead Man, Black Canary, Secret Six, Green Lantern, Superman, and Phantom Stranger all in one.
You can't go wrong with that.
No, not at all. Now this one I found, this is a reprint, but it kind of tricked me at first because I saw the 100-page Super Spectacular on there, and I saw the condition it was in. I was like, this can't be an original from 1975, and it's not. It's from 1999. But for $2, I couldn't pass it up. This is my first 100-page Super Spectacular.
Right. That was reminiscent of the JLA. JLA, the 100-pagers were from issue 100 to issue 116, and there was a DC Superstar Spectacular series that had a JLA 100-pager. But that is very much reminiscent. The masthead and everything else, and I am so nostalgic for that, and that's very well done.
I'm glad that I found, like, I was flipping through Justice League and I saw it. I was like, what the hell is this?
And look, in the center there is one of our characters of the day from last week, Kanjar-O.
Yeah.
The bad guy in the center of the first picture.
Yeah, I was gonna say throw up that comment because that's hilarious.
Richard has the end all. He says Deadman first appeared in Hulk 180.
See?
TJ wholeheartedly agrees.
Well, damn, I'm gonna have to throw out that Strange Adventures 205. I thought it really was something, but now it's not. But thank goodness I have the Hulk 180. Yeah.
Did you know that Uncle Gary's comic collection first appeared in Hulk 180?
That's amazing.
It was crazy.
That's a heavy book.
Is that a facsimile of that?
I'm just going to leave this right here for the rest of the episode.
Nice.
Okay, moving on. Richard, if you have any more facts about comic books and first appearances, please let us know in the comment section. I'll be more than happy to throw them up there. Batman Annual number 13. It's snowing this time, Sal. Not raining.
Now, see?
No. Still bad weather.
It was raining. Now it's snowing.
That's right. And this is
what happens in Gotham.
Yeah. And new Who's Who entries. So this was at a time when they were letting unknowns write in Batman, which is also cool too, because that's where some of the greats came from.
Yeah.
Now check this out. This is Robin 2, the Joker's Wild number 2. They had the foils and all that stuff all over it, but there was a special edition that was released, and I found this at Nirvana, and I picked it up based off of that hologram right there.
I hadn't seen that before.
Exactly. Neither had I. I looked it up in CLZ and could not find this particular cover with that hologram on there. So, Sal, if you want to do some passive due diligence, that is up to you. But I couldn't find anything on that except for
number 2.
Yeah, going to the dentist is bad enough, but that's just
that dentist is bad.
That's horrible.
You don't want the Joker administering the laughing gas.
It's part of the cover, right? Like it's not just a sticker that someone put there.
No, I believe that it's part of the cover. Like it's.
I don't know if you knew this, but Joker's first appearance was Hulk 180.
Was it? Man, I don't know.
That was also the first appearance of the crowbar.
That's wonderful.
Wow.
There was no crowbars whatsoever.
Here's another cool one, guys. This came out of a grab bag from Nirvana Comics. Blood Syndicate number 1.
Oh, that's neat.
Not too bad. Yeah. Still in the poly bag. Makes it worth all the more. Got this out of a dollar bin at Nirvana. It's beat up, but it's a newsstand and it's super awesome. So pick that up today.
Oh, that you can never go wrong there.
No, not for a buck.
You know, George Perez first did the artwork for Hulk 180.
Did he? I thought he did it in Hulk 181.
No, it was 180.
No. Wrong again. All right, here's a Christmas present. Since I haven't been on in a little bit, well, since right after Christmas, before the New Year, this is a gift I got from a good friend of mine. I'm just gonna let this speak for itself.
Oh, wow! There you go.
Nice.
Wow,
friend.
That's a nice one. I love that.
It's got some damage to it, but that's okay.
Oh, no, you don't care about that.
And
it presents well.
Very well. And it is in a Gerber bag and board, so that makes it present even better. He told me the cost that he paid for it, and it was reasonable. And in issue 98, this is amazing.
Yeah,
it's awesome.
Yeah, I was very thankful and very humbled to get that.
You know the first appearance of the Sentinels?
No, the first appearance of the Sentinels was in Hulk 181. The first appearance of Colossus was in 180.
Again, the first Sentinels. I thought it was X-Men 14. All these years.
No, now you know Frank.
I know.
You know, and knowing's half the battle.
G.I. Joe. You know,
Frank.
You know what
the other half is?
No. Hulk
180.
No, violence. Violence is the other half.
Oh, violence. Okay.
I've seen that meme. I posted that meme.
Frank Miller got a start on Hulk 180 too. So
that's right.
There you go. Yeah. Peter Parker.
Quick question.
What?
I'm sorry. Quick question. The Robin book, was that a newsstand edition or the direct? Because the direct is A.
That is the direct.
Okay, so that's listed as the A, but I don't see the
So
I don't
either
see the
somebody
foil.
put a sticker on there, or
No,
that
I've
is
seen that before.
okay.
I
So
have
I'm
seen
not
that.
losing my mind then.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that's different. I mean, you still could be.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
yeah. All right, but this is cool either way.
That
Yeah.
is very
Oh,
cool.
that is
Yeah,
nice.
that is.
I have a beat up copy of this, and when I saw this, it's got some minor spine ticks on the side, but the color pops.
Yeah.
Gary, I've been
does.
saving those 2 Gerber bags and boards you gave me. This is going to go in one of them.
Okay, that'll look good.
So that's it's going to look gorgeous. This I got at McKay's, got issue 20, 21, 23, and 25. This is an amazing story with beautiful artwork. It's Enemy of the State in Wolverine. This is issue number 20.
Great cover.
Yeah, Marvel Knights.
Yeah.
Yeah, good one.
And the story is really, really good too. Issue 21.
Very good.
This is when John Romita Jr. was the hot artist. Wolverine number 23.
That's a great cover too.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
And Wolverine number 25.
Ah, love it.
Whose hand is that right there?
It looks beastly.
Oh, it is. You know what his
Mhm.
first appearance was?
Hulk
Hulk
180.
180.
No, X-Men number 1, guys. Come on.
No. You're incorrect. It's Hulk 180.
It's got to
Well,
be
his first appearance
179.
was the blue fur was Hulk 180.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
No, I thought it was a silver, but either way. Found this for $3. This book is hot right now, going for $35.
Nice.
Ooh,
Wow.
yeah.
That,
You're gonna
that
send
might
that to me,
be
right?
somebody's cover of the year.
I don't know whose it could be. It might not be mine. I doubt it.
You're gonna send that to me, right?
Yeah, no.
Isn't that a great cover? That is fantastic. I didn't realize it was going for bucks now.
$35
Are
right
you
now.
gonna keep it or are you gonna flip it?
This is my second copy, so I'm gonna get them both graded, and then I'll flip one before the heat dies.
Oh, you know
down.
what? That would probably be a good looking book grading. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. This is
Five guy
the
approves.
this is the B cover. So
Right. When we talked about cover of the year, that was going to be maybe mine, but I want to have more diversity, so I'm picking another. But I'm glad it will be represented.
it will be absolutely.
It looks like a cool, like old kind of
Well, it's
movie poster.
It's like, who did I say this to? Sal, I think I said it to you today. Like when you look at this cover, you know both of them are going to walk away with pieces missing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's just great.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Whatever's
The
about to happen, get
The
out of the way.
perspective on that is just
Oh.
awesome.
Mhm.
It is.
Yeah. All right. This is a great cover. I like at first glance I kind of glossed over it, but the more I looked at it today, the more I fell in love with this cover.
Yeah, that's
Oh
good
yeah,
looking.
that is cool.
Yeah. I love that. And I'm only missing like 4 issues to finish the run here. I got started late, so I'm working my way backwards. But I love that cover. And I got issue number 9 also.
Oh, there you go. Nice.
I like
Yeah.
I really like the A covers on that series.
I do too.
They were very simple. It was just like mostly a solid color background and her on there, but they always really popped.
Yes. Yeah, very much so. They're gorgeous covers, and the artwork on the inside is fantastic too. This next one is a Virgin variant, and it is a beautiful cover. This is the Days of Future Past variant pieces that they were doing. I have one, and then this is the other with Storm.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
I like that. That's good.
That's a great
That is
cover.
real nice.
I love that, and I paid.
I love that costume the best.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah.
me too. It's one of my favorites. Found a neat little variant when Marvel wasn't doing a whole bunch of them. This is the bloody variant of X-Force number 5.
Ah,
Oh,
yeah,
that is cool.
yeah.
Yeah.
Love
so
that.
Archangel just tearing through some dudes. This is one of my favorite series here. And I got the first 3 collected in a Marvel must-have. This is Marvel 1985.
Nice.
If you haven't read it, highly recommend. Got issue 4.
Oh, I love that cover.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Oh, yeah. And then we have issue 5.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. And then issue 6.
Oh, love that too.
If you haven't read the story, guys, it is a very heartfelt story. It's about a kid going through divorce, and it's in the real world. They read Marvel comics, but somehow or another, the Red Skull and Doctor Doom and Mole Man have found a way into the real world, and things start happening with real world consequences, and it's fantastic. Next, we're going to move on to some Avengers books. We got Avengers 241. This is the first cover appearance of Morgan Le Fay.
Ah,
Yeah, but you know what her first appearance was?
Hulk 180.
Hulk 180.
No, Hulk 181. We got Avengers 278.
Tyrock.
There you go. This cover I really dig. I enjoy this one a lot, and this is a Buscema cover. 279.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, that's
Oh
good.
yeah.
That's nice.
Oh yeah.
Can't go wrong with the Sal cover.
Nope. And all these Avenger issues I got at McKay's in Knoxville for $1.
that's when Thor had to wear that armor because he was so badly hurt.
He's
Oh,
falling
really?
apart.
Yeah,
Oh wow.
Yep.
Okay.
Holding
Issue
everything together.
80,
yeah.
Yep.
To Serve No More with the Floating Heads. Oh, and that is the character of the week right there.
Yes,
Yeah.
it is.
There you go.
Yeah. Next we have 286.
Nice.
Cool.
Now, Sal, Dan,
Yes, sir.
Gary, let me know if this is authentic. Found these at McKay's, issue 1 and issue 2. They got some scribbles on them though, and I
Uh-oh.
can't really
Oh,
read
gosh.
it. And I paid $1 for them. So,
Oh, nice. Yeah.
Oh, that looks right to me.
does
Mm.
it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So,
Nice.
issue number 1 with a scribble. So, Sal, this is going in the pile to come your way. And then I got issue number 2 with the scribble right there too.
It looks legit to me.
Yeah.
The art in that series was really good. Have you read it before?
No, but I've heard that this mini is what the movie is loosely based off of. Is that right or wrong?
Not really.
Okay.
Because the movie takes place. The story in that is very different than the movie. That book came out. God, what was that, like 10 years ago, give or take?
Yeah, it was during the Marvel Knights run when they were
like
doing
10,
all of that
15 years,
stuff.
yeah, maybe longer ago. I have no
Yeah.
concept of time anymore. But
None of us do.
yeah, it was a 6-issue miniseries. It was like, we're gonna retell Strange's origin, but we're gonna like modernize it. It's not really similar to the movie. It's not really similar to the movie at all because it changes a lot about his origin in it. It kind of makes him, it makes him kind of less arrogant in the beginning.
Okay.
But it's good. It's it's a fun read.
Nice. Well, I got a couple more to show you guys here. This one is the second print. No, I think this is the B variant, or it might be the second print. Captain America number 25.
Oh, nice.
Oh yeah, that's nice.
Yeah.
Cover.
Got a little bit of damage right here, though.
Yeah,
Right.
But that's okay. The book still holds really well aside from that. And the cover itself is gorgeous.
That's Ed McGuinness, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I remember when that happened. This is reprint right here. So this is reprinting, or it's called Prelude. And it's Thunderbolts number 1. This is a reprint of...
Oh, yeah, the Hulk book.
The Hulk book, yeah.
Yeah. And
Hulk-
this goes
Hulk
for...
180?
No.
That was their first appearance, is Hulk 180.
Was it?
See?
Okay, I think so. Yeah, somewhere there.
That was the whole universe's first appearance, was Hulk 180.
Right. The creation of life itself was in Hulk
Yes.
180
The
before there was anything. Before Sal, Tim, Gary, and Dan existed, there was Hulk 180.
Well, Stan Lee and Jack Kirby were born in Hulk 180.
That is also true.
Exactly. Come on.
Yeah, I think Jerry Siegel and Joe Shuster were conceived in Hulk 180.
Wow. Wow.
Amazing Spider-Man number 381.
Speaking of Hulk.
Speaking of Hulk,
Come on, Tim, let's hear it. Is that
Bagley-art?
Bagley?
Yes,
Is that
it
Bagley
is.
art?
And also, this is too.
Nice.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that is 383 with Trial by Jury, Part 1.
Yeah, the jury. Yep. Mhm.
Yeah. From the pages
Remember
of
that
Venom.
story?
385. This is an awesome cover.
That is
Yeah.
a great cover.
And his
Love
best
it.
new pals.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think so.
Been worried about Mary Jane's addiction? Read this issue. Does anybody remember what she was addicted to? Does
Smoking.
anybody remember?
Smoking.
Peter Parker.
You're gonna have to face it. She was a
Hulk 180.
Do I combine what Sal and Gary said together, ladies and gentlemen?
Oh, it's Hulk 180.
It
She was addicted to Hulk
addicted to
180.
Hulk.
definitely
180,
was
that's right.
not. She was addicted to smoking, ladies and gentlemen, and Peter was in the middle of that, I'm sure.
Yep. So
Well,
you want to hear this really sticks out to me because I remember it vividly. She was addicted to smoking, and he was trying to get her to quit, and she was like,
Yeah.
"I can't quit because I'm so nervous." Whatever. He
Yeah.
takes her to the hospital where,
Yeah, they
I
made a
forget who
real
the
big
character-
deal out of it.
whatever character was there was dying because of smoking, and he was all laid up in the hospital, and he was all like on his
Do you
deathbed.
see what it's
And-
doing to you, Mary Jane?
And this is what's going to happen to you, and then it was kind of like the shock value, I think.
Like a scared straight kind of thing.
See,
Yeah.
he shouldn't have. He should have encouraged it because if she smokes, she pokes.
Hulk 180.
Hulk 180, ladies and gentlemen.
It
Dan,
reminds me of that old episode of Saved by the Bell when they tried to do the drug issue. The drug.
what
episode.
is this, Slater? This is a marijuana cigarette.
No, it was the one
also
with
came out in
Jesse
180.
where they tried to do the drug awareness thing, but they had to keep it so like PG that she was addicted to caffeine pills.
Oh, yeah.
And she was like on her bed, like, I'm singing, I'm so excited. And then
She lost her mind.
And Zach was like, what's wrong with you?
I've taken caffeine pills, ladies and gentlemen. Dan, these last books are for you. 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. I remember you talking about Fist of Khonshu, Moon Knight, saying how awesome it was. So I had to pick them up so I could show you.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. So issue 2.
Nice.
I couldn't find issue 1. They didn't have them.
You know what it is? It's because someone goes in and like buys up the first issue of something.
Right.
I don't need the rest of them, and you're like,
Why do that? This cover is cool. I like this one a lot.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah, that's nice.
Yeah.
That's the
And
one where
then
they change. That's the book where they change his costume around some too.
Yeah,
Stuff on there.
So he's in this whole Egyptian style thing with the Ankh and all that jazz. And it lasted through part of West Coast Avengers. Issue number 4.
Nice.
I think that costume actually showed up in Hulk 180 as well.
Are you sure about that?
Yeah, because that was Wolverine's original costume.
Ladies and
See,
gentlemen,
there
this
you
joke's gonna run
Listen.
all day.
Hulk 180 was also the moon's first appearance in the sky.
Bingo.
You know, Chuck Norris once had a copy of Hulk 181, but he roundhouse kicked it and turned it into a copy of Hulk 180. I think
Wow.
it
It was
was
also
like
the first
this.
appearance of his roundhouse kick.
That is also true, right? What is this? 181?
Neil Armstrong walked out of Hulk 180.
See?
One small step for man, one giant leap for Hulk 180.
Yep.
Issue number 6, gentlemen. This is an awesome cover. Beautiful painted work.
That is a
Nice.
great cover. Yeah.
Yeah.
I like that one. That was good.
Yes. And it is no Hulk 180, but that's all I got. Dan,
We're gonna work this Hulk 180 joke for the rest of the show.
probably the rest of the month. Dan, go ahead.
All right, so I only have a few back issues. I got 5 books that I got. So I went to this used bookstore today that was gigantic, and it was
Was it Hulk 180 sized?
It was even bigger. It was overwhelmingly large. I've never been to a bookstore where they have
That's what she said.
Yeah. I've never been to a bookstore where they have a directory in the front, especially a used one, to show you where everything is, because the store is so massive that you wouldn't find anything. You wouldn't find your way around it. But tucked off in the corner, they had some comics. So I was digging through all the boxes there, and I was telling Gary too that they had a ton of old Dell back it.
Western.
Yeah,
Nice.
Western, some war books. I'm not gonna lie, I was digging through there because the prices are really good, trying to see if they had that cover of Rifleman. They did not, because I was like, oh, if I could find this, that'd be great.
I mean, that would be a hell of a bargain because that is an expensive book.
Yeah. So I ended up picking up 5 books. I wish I would have had my list with me to know what I'm looking for this one series, and you'll see in a minute. But I'm going to be back in the area tomorrow, so I'm taking my list and I'm going back.
And you're checking it twice?
Oh, yeah. Hopefully I've been naughty. Or I'm sorry, hopefully I've been nice. Because I know I've been naughty.
Man, you naughty boy.
I paid for these 5 books. I paid a combined $11.
Ooh, nice.
Okay.
So the first one I have is this Marvel Premiere number 56.
Ooh,
Beautiful cover, beautiful red on that.
Yep, it is.
Yep.
It's not the first appearance of Dominic Fortune, but it is his first appearance in color.
I was about to ask that.
Because before this, he'd been in a couple books where he had been. It was like the black and white, those magazine-sized books.
Yeah.
The Marvel magazine.
Yeah, that Marvel used to do. He was in a couple of those in black and white. This is his first appearance in a standard-sized comic in color.
Wow.
That's where Mockingbird first appeared.
Yeah.
Bobby Moore.
Yeah,
was in one of those.
I'm trying to remember what her name was because it wasn't Mockingbird at first.
Bobby Morse.
No.
Well, I mean, it was the Bobby Morse character, but yeah, she had a different
Yeah,
name.
I can't remember what it is, but it's the name of another character, I think, from DC.
Yep.
Do any of you know what Dominic Fortune was a character before he was in Marvel? Do any of you know what he was originally?
Not offhand.
I don't.
He was created by Howard Chaykin. I don't know if I'm saying his name right.
That's how you say it. Yeah.
He was a character created by Howard Chaykin in a, I believe it was Atlas Comics in a book called Scorpion #1. And if you look at it, it's the exact look of him. The character's origin, what he was like an immortal that would kind of change up everything about himself, like to suit the times when he was in. And then, that book company didn't go. So he took the character and renamed it Dominic Fortune and brought him to Marvel with him.
Nice.
The other 4 books are all from the same series. So this one I got for $1.
Nice.
All the other ones were $5, but everything was half off. Hence the reason why it was only $11 for all this. So it is G.I. Joe #1.
Damn,
Nice.
that's good.
This is pretty nice condition too. There's no spine ticks.
They used to
the
put
color's
those
pretty good.
yearbooks out at the end of every year, and it was a nice recap of what had happened in the previous 12 or so issues.
Yeah, and I had, I have the yearbook too. I have, the 2's the really great cover with Snake Eyes and
Yeah.
Scarlet and Storm Shadow. I had 3, but I didn't have 1. So I saw this. I was like, oh, great. And none of these books, by the way, were in, these are bags and boards. I have them in. They were all in these like, overly with no board, and they're like
yellowing.
Like that bag's been smoking.
Yellow.
Yeah, yellowed. So as soon as I got home, I put them in these. So there's that. And then there is this one, G.I. Joe issue 24.
Ooh.
Which is the first cameo appearance of Zartan, the first appearance of Firefly, the first appearance of Wild Weasel.
Wow.
And the first cover appearance of Storm Shadow.
That's great.
So this was, like I said, so all these G.I. Joes were $2.50.
Wow. Those are good scores there, man.
Nice.
Yeah, it's
awesome.
like a $30 book.
Yeah.
And so is this one, G.I. Joe number 25.
Ooh.
Which is the first full appearance of Zartan, the first appearance of Deep Six, first appearance of Mutton Junkyard, and the first team appearance of all of them together of the Dreadnoughts.
Wow. Lots going on.
Yes. And then the one that I was super excited to find.
Tell me you found a 21. You did! Holy shit!
I was so happy to get this.
Print?
It's the first print.
Holy fucking shit. Hang on a second.
the second print of them has the Spider-Man.
Let's show them together.
Nice. The second print ones, you can tell because the second and third print have the Spider-Man head, but it's the black costume.
Yeah.
And the only way you could tell the difference between the second and third prints is the date on the inside.
Dan, that is amazing that you.
So what does that book go for? About 100?
About a little over 200. If you get it in a high grade, it can go for like $1,000.
Jeez.
Nice.
So I read G.I. Joe was what's the comment saying?
Very nice.
That
old
old
yellow back Christmas.
Oh, yeah,
180.
Nice, TJ. Nice.
So when I started reading comics, some of the first books I read was Transformers, G.I. Joe, and Amazing Spider-Man. Like I would pick up like random back issues of stuff and flea markets and antique shops when I have to go with my parents.
I am beaming for you right now.
I was so happy with but like when I first started reading like new stuff, it was G.I. Joe and Transformers and Amazing Spider-Man off the spinner racks at the grocery store, and then I would buy the old ones that came out before I had started. And I did not have a complete G.I. Joe run, but I had a pretty good. I had most of the issues for like the first 100 issues, and as all things that have happened in my collecting past, I needed money at one point. Had to part with them. They're not worth nearly what they are now. So I've been trying to rebuild my collection. And some of like those, like I said, these couple ones are, like these are like $30 books now. This one is a couple hundred for it. I was like, it's going to be hard for me to get this back. When I went in this little alcove and they had all these boxes that were marked like Modern Random, Golden Age, sitting on top there, it said Marvel G.I. Joe. And that was the first box I pulled down and looked through. And the first like 20 books in it were all special missions. I'm like, that was cool, but like I'm not looking for that one. And then I get into the regular ones. I'm like, oh, nice. I'm like, oh. No matter what, I'm taking this home with me today.
Did you say
You're coming home
shit?
With
I don't think I said anything, but when I pulled that out, I was just. I think I just was like.
You're coming home with me.
You couldn't get to the register fast enough.
Oh my God.
No, I was back in that corner for like a good hour and a half, 2 hours, just going through all these boxes. But like this, I always see these stories on Facebook on
comic book
pages
group,
where people are like, "Oh, I found this book in a thrift store. I found this book in an antique shop for for $20, and it's like some $1,000 book, or like I found this for $5, and it's like a couple $100. Thank you, TJ. Yeah, but they'll be like, I found this for $5 and it's worth a couple hundred, and people are always like, oh, that's BS. It's BS.
Yeah.
I've never had it happen to me. I finally had it happen to me.
That is so fucking great,
yes.
man.
I found a Batman Adventures 12 for $3 at an antique mall in Vermont.
Nice.
Wow.
And it ended up it came back a 9.4. Damien graded it for me, and I traded it for a Batman 100 and a couple other goodies.
Wow.
But I already had one. But yeah, so they're out there. Just gotta look.
Yeah, it is. So I can finally say, like, I found one of those in the wild where I got it for like $2, and it was this,
and it looks really good.
It does. Yeah. There are some spine ticks on here.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I'll have to show it to Sal.
What do you think it'll get? Like an 8.5 or a 9?
I don't know. Maybe not a 9 with the spine ticks. I'm not, because they are kind of color breaking. I'll have to bring it with me to the shop next time and let Sal look it over and see. But I mean, I'm tempted to get it slabbed regardless, just because. It's
a great cover,
and it's such a cool issue. For anybody that doesn't know, this is what's referred to as the silent issue, because there's no dialogue, there's no writing in it at all. And it's the first Storm Shadow.
Yeah,
it's fantastic, and it was not only written, because Larry Hama wrote the whole series. He also did the layouts on the art for this too. Yeah, pretty cool.
Man. Right. Dan, good job.
Yes,
yeah, good score.
I already had a copy of this one, but the copy I had is beat to hell, and this one is as you can tell, so this is a really nice copy.
Nice looking book.
So I'm going to take out my list because they had a lot of GI Joes, and I'm like, but it was hard for me to remember specifically which ones I needed because, like I said, I had a really good run of it.
Yeah,
I had to sell a long time ago, and I've been trying to rebuild it, so I can't remember looking at books. I'm like, was this one that I have now or one of the ones I used to have? So when I go back tomorrow, I'm going to take the list and I'm just going to be like, this one, this one, this one.
wow, good job, Dan. Way to go, Uncle Gary.
Nice treasure.
Yeah, the floor is yours, sir, with back issues and then the showcase
The
whenever
showcase.
you're ready.
And Sal, did you not show the weird mysteries you got, or did I?
No. I did not show those because they are still right here.
Ooh.
Okay.
Okay. All right.
So next week.
Oh, can't wait. All right. So I had a few books from Damien, just like that 100-pager that Tim had. That was kind of a modern reproduction. So is this. This is like a Wonder Woman 80-page giant.
Wow.
That they did not do back in the day. So they kind of created one here.
Cool.
So it was nice to have that. I didn't have that.
Did that come out the same year that the one I have did? 1999?
I don't think so because you have a 100-pager, and this is when they were doing the 80-page.
Oh, got it.
Homages. And that's the logo the 80-pagers used to have, which predated the 100.
Gotcha.
So it's part of DC history.
TJ says makes you wonder what may be in those other random boxes.
Yep. Are y'all familiar with who Bill Griffiths is? He created Zippy the Pinhead.
I know the character, but
yep. The comic strip that I read every day and was never funny, but anyway, this is funny. This is by Bill Griffith. It's a parody romance book, Young Lust. Okay, so here's the cover, and it says 2 weeks ago he was dry humping me in the elevator, and now I'm lucky if he remembers my goddamn name.
What the hell?
Right. Look, he's got a chick on his tie. There's a girl on his tie, and it says, this is the comic that goes all the way. Guys, gals, or whatever. There's excitement here for everyone.
It's like
adult material. But again, that is one of the greatest quotes ever. 2 weeks ago, he was dry humping me in the elevator, and now I'm lucky if he remembers my goddamn name.
Oh my Lord. That's like amputee love.
Yes. Young Lust.
You should show that one to your wife. Be like, honey, what do you think of this book I just got?
Oh, I showed her this, and she ran in and showed one of her clients that she was she's a hairdresser. So, and look how they're making out up there, and it says a sexploitation comics group right there.
Funny.
So,
Lord,
isn't that great?
That's good.
In the same
Pam says
vein,
Hello, Pam.
Hello, Pam.
In the same,
Gabba, hey.
okay. Kitchen Sink Comics, very famous underground comic. It's the 50s blast from the past funnies. All right. No. I'm scared. I don't want to get pregnant. He goes, hey, no sweat. I'll pull out before I shoot.
oh my Lord. Ladies and gentlemen.
Right, and that's right. It says more lies inside. So after you read, hey, no problem, I'll pull out before I shoot. More lies inside.
Welcome to After Dark, ladies and gentlemen. Get your smokes ready. You're going to need them after we're done.
Look, he's got smokes right
He's
there.
already got it.
Sure does. Rolled up in his sleeves.
Yeah.
Holy
oh
shit.
my God. There we go. No, please, I'm scared. What if I get pregnant? Hey, no sweat. I'll pull out before I shoot.
Oh my God.
Yeah. More lies inside. Man. This is a comic book. It is very funny to me. So it's very comic. So we're going to go from scintillatingly sinful to wholeheartedly wholesome now. According to Damien, this is the hardest giant-sized book.
Is that a play on words?
No, it's not. It's not.
Okay, sorry.
It's the hardest one to find. It's the last issue of
Oh,
Real.
Ooh.
From 19. This is the 1962-63. So I showed you.
The first appearance on our
I
Christmas
showed
episode.
you this. Well, I did show you the first picture, but this was the 1957-58
Yeah.
issue. There were 13 of these in all, and this was the final one, and it was the only one that was done like the annuals.
Wow.
So, because this is done like the Superman annual and the Batman annuals were, but this is, Damien says this is the hardest one to find. Now it's got some issues. It's beat a little bit, but just finding it is a
it's a
treasure.
start, right? You work your way up from there.
Yeah, he got it in Billings, Montana. Again, my buddy Damien Hill, Warthog Comics, is a retired colonel in the Air Force, combat veteran, and now he's a pilot for United. But he is the man. So he travels all over the country for his work, and then stops in comic shops everywhere. So he got this. I'm thrilled to have this. And then my good buddy Calvin came by yesterday, who's been living in Japan for a few years. And he came by with his wife and his new baby, and he had a gift for me. I had a gift for him too. I finally tracked down the rest of the set he needed for JLA Avengers. Nice. I'd done that for a few years, so I gave him issues 1 through 3. He had 4, but anyway, he had a book for me. I have this book, but he gave me one that was defaced. It's Batman Nevermore.
Oh,
and it's defaced by the interior artist Guy Davis. And by this cover guy, I don't know, Bernie something, Wrightson, I guess it is.
Sal, you end up with Gary, you end up with all kinds of books that people just write all over.
I know.
Yeah, I know. They're just scribbles. But Batman Nevermore, 2 of my favorite things, Batman and Edgar Allan Poe.
Wow.
And signed by Bernie Wrightson. And I do have I haven't shown this yet. My daughter got me something that was Bernie Wrightson, Edgar Allan Poe inspired, or that I haven't posted pictures of yet, that look for me to post, and it's pretty amazing. But this is pretty cool, right? Another Wrightson signature.
So how many SIGs by Bernie Wrightson does that make for you?
SIGs?
Yeah.
God, at least. Well, are we talking about prints and things like that?
Actual signatures. Yep.
Yeah. Well, the prints are signed.
Anything.
God, maybe 8, maybe 10.
Great.
Wow.
Yeah. So
that's crazy.
Yeah, so, and I got to meet him once, and when I met him, I got like, shit, yeah. You know what? It's got to be 10, because I've got a copy of The Cult signed by Bernie and Len and Jim Starlin. I've got my Swamp Thing hardback signed by Bernie, made out to Gary, which is really cool. So I had like 3 or 4 things in. So this is I'm probably in double digits now.
That's wonderful. There you go, ladies and gentlemen. Never stop getting signatures from your favorite creators. There's tons of books out there that they've done.
Now you
unfortunately,
now you just got to get Edgar Allan Poe to sign it.
Yeah.
There you go. I know
he did sign Hulk 180 though.
See, there you go.
Unfortunately,
he wrote it.
He and Bernie aren't signing anymore. So that's an unfortunate. All right, we ready for the showcase?
Yes.
Sal is ready.
Let's do
Sal,
it.
I gave you 2 hints earlier. I gave you 2 hints, but I don't know if you got them.
No,
so that's okay. All right. So we'll revisit that. So 1975. That's where I'm going to start at. I'm going to start at a really cool era of Avengers, a little bit before I started. And we're going to look at the first issue we're going to look at is Avengers 136.
Oh.
So it's just a cool cover, floating heads. It's recreating the Amazing Adventures story that it took part of, that was reprinted a little bit in here, where Beast, had turned, was had a confrontation with Iron Man. So it continued there. 136. Here's 137.
Oh yeah. That is the issue where he joins the Avengers, correct?
Yes.
Right, where he answers ad in the paper or on the radio because the Avengers are having a recruiting drive. And this was when we did the Beast character, this was one of my covers.
Wow.
There's the backside was 138.
Wow.
Another great Avengers cover. So this is just a fun era. 139.
More
Whirlwind cover.
Yep.
Floating heads again, 139. 140 Yellow Jacket
Oh.
had gone. His body had gone crazy, and he had gone to 50-foot size, and Vision had to go inside of him and release some PIM particles to shrink him in there. So that was a really cool story. 141 classic Clash cover.
That's great.
Isn't that great with the Squadron Sinister?
We've seen that type of style of cover before, also on X-Men and other things like
right.
that
Well,
too.
this is called a Clash cover.
Yeah.
Avengers 50 was an early one that did that. So that was that one. That's 140. That was 141. Here's 144. I'm jumping over.
Ooh, Hellcat.
That's what Hellcat when Patsy first put on the
Yeah.
costume. Yeah. Here's 143. Oh, I did them out of order. I should have done 143 first. But anyway,
Right.
143.
Who are they fighting on that cover? Is that Abomination?
They're fighting a Hulk 180.
It was a
not going to ask any more
creature.
questions.
It was a creature that Kang had brought from
Got it.
one of the timelines. Just a cool Thor cover.
Great.
Yep.
Battling Orca. 150 where the new lineup was going to come up. Yeah, it's a big question mark. Who's going to be the new Avenging team? Kirby.
Nice.
153. Cool Jack Kirby cover.
Wasn't that the death of the Wizard in that one?
Yeah, it was in an annual.
Okay.
Yep. 155.
Early Wonder Man.
Yep, absolutely. 155. Let's see. Of course, 160.
Oh, my favorite.
Yep. One of my. We ever do a show of our favorite single issues? This is one of mine. Yep. 160.
Gary, you and I should do a review of that one issue.
Oh, I would love to. Here's a Champions. That would be great. Here's a Champions issue, 163, where they crossed over.
Yep.
Here's 167. This starts the Korvac saga.
There's a lot going on those covers.
Oh, it sure is.
Yeah.
You got all the Guardians.
Yeah.
These are the Guardians. These are the real Guardians of the Galaxy, not your cinematic stuff.
Yes. Oh, that's such a great cover too. That's one I really regret when we did the Character of the Week with Beast that I didn't pick that as one of my top covers for him.
Oh, it was a great one.
I like that
There
cover too.
Yeah, 168.
Man, when he was on the Avengers, he was prominent on just about every cover.
Who was?
Beast.
Yeah.
Beast, really?
Yeah.
Beast was on Avengers covers?
That's amazing.
It's not like he was an Avenger or anything.
He wasn't.
Yeah.
Yeah. Never mind.
Nice.
So that was on our Hawkeye. That was one of the Hawkeye ones.
Yeah.
Yep. Perez cover. Always good.
Yep. Here we go.
Yep.
All right.
It's a mean looking face there.
Night of the Beast.
Yep. Here's where all the Avengers were. The biggest dick in comics, Henry Peter Gyrich is telling them they got to go to 7 numbers.
Wow.
Yeah. All right. There's another great copy cover.
Yep.
Oh, that's a cool one.
Yeah, very
Great
cool.
Gargoyle, yeah.
Great Gargoyle. Here's a cool Wonder Man cover.
Yeah, that
That
was
good.
too.
Now,
And look at the headshots. I love the team.
Yeah.
The headshots there.
now we are in the era of the late 70s, early 80s, correct?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, we are. There's the Great Red Ronin cover.
Yeah, that's pretty wicked.
Yeah. Here's 199.
Wow.
So that's the second part of the Red Ronin.
Who is that down on the bottom on 199?
Costa?
Joe Costa.
Okay.
Yep.
Joe Costa, who was going to be Ultron's bride. 200, the worst anniversary issue ever, because evidently in this issue, well, Taskmaster I didn't pull. You know what? Because you've asked for it.
Just for
You asked
Richard.
for it. You asked for it,
You
Richard.
shall receive.
Yeah, let's see. It should be in here. Well, shit. No.
While we
It wasn't.
wait, look at all those figures behind Gary.
Yeah, there we go. Did I? Well, I don't know where I put old Tasky. Sorry, he was in this stack.
I can grab my
Move
copy.
things around. Well, anyway, there was the Beast there with Jocasta. 200. This is the issue that was the worst anniversary issue ever because evidently rape is okay and the Avengers are good with it.
Yeah.
That was,
Chris Claremont had to write Avengers Annual 10 had to correct the rape.
That's right.
It was a pretty poorly thought out idea.
It sure was. I love this. This is Stand Back Avengers. This is where Jarvis takes over. So very good. And my guys.
Yeah.
Very nice.
All right. Another cool
Avengers
cover.
Yellow Claw.
These are Yellow Claw. 209.
That's a character you're not going to see in the MCU.
Yeah.
No, you won't. You won't see Yellow Claw there. Shang-Chi can't have his father anymore. Fu Manchu either. Yeah. All right.
I love Beast in that, how he's like frozen.
Yeah, he's frozen. He's frozen. All right. 211. This is when the order changes again, the lineup. And then the last one I'll show you is
that's
cool.
Late Night with David Letterman.
Yeah.
The assistant editors month. They did the go-go checks. And look at the heads. The heads are all turned backwards on the floating head.
The Marvel Comics logo looks like DC.
Right. The David Letterman prominently in the issue there. So, Sal, what's the theme?
The theme, it looks like Beast. Beast is the theme.
The theme is Beast. The show I wasn't on, Sal makes a crack about those in the Avengers issue. The Beast isn't on there. He must not have been an Avenger.
Now I remember that.
And what I told you before, I said these are the real Avengers books, not facsimiles. They're the real McCoy.
Yep.
That's what I told you.
Oh.
So I gave you hints, but you've seen issues, but that's not enough. I have math.
You've got more.
I've got math.
Okay.
I did math. So the Beast appeared on all the covers. Some of them he was just in the floating head box in X-Men 1 through 66 from 1963 to 1970. So he was in 66 covers of those. And he was also on the covers of 2 reprint annuals. So that's 63 to 1970. With the Avengers, starting with number 136, he was with the team until issue 211. And also he was on that 239 issue with David Letterman. He was on 7 annuals. So the Beast was a member on 66 issues of the Avengers. Plus he was on during that time frame, he was also on the cover for 176. 114 when he was an Avenger and went back to help when Magneto, when Maresmo had the X-Men under thrall. He was in 138 he was with, and then 264 of the of X-Men. So that is 60. I've got him on like 68 total issues when you take away the issues that he wasn't even on a cover box for Avengers.
Wow.
I mean on X-Men. For Avengers, I have him on 82 issue covers, 82, and that's going from 1975 to 1983.
Wow.
He was on 82. So we're in that like 66 and 83. So it sounds to me, ladies and gentlemen of the jury, that the Beast was an Avenger more than he was a damn X-Men in that time frame. And throw in the fact that from 1982 to 1986, he was a member of the Defenders for 49 issues. So,
ladies and gentlemen, the prosecution wishes to withdraw the drop all charges.
The defense rests.
Now, that being said, of course, Beast has gone on to be in many more issues of X-Men after that. But up until that period of time, he was more represented as an Avenger than he was as an X-Men.
Yeah.
Right.
And I believe you said it best when we were doing Beast in the Comic Character of the Week episode. He's an X-Man first, but in his heart, he will always be an Avenger.
I think so. X-Men like we always say that with your family, your friends are the family that you choose. I think the Avengers are the family that he chooses, right? That the X-Men are truly his family, but the Avengers are the family he chooses. But that when Sal said that, Sal took a dig at me, and I wasn't here. He's not on that cover anyway. He must not have been an Avenger.
Gary came with receipts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Gary using the math to back him up too. Look at that.
My God.
Well, not just math.
No,
The real McCoy.
You know I'm just messing
The real
with you,
McCoy,
buddy.
baby.
Wow.
You know I'm just
Yeah,
messing.
no, and I know it's all good natured. So I was just like, Sal jabbed me, and I was going to jab back. The reason that Taskmaster issue isn't here is because I've got it in another box of high dollar. I had it in another box of high dollar stuff.
Well, all right, ladies and gentlemen.
Anyway, but Sal, thanks for playing along. Thanks for being a good sport.
Yeah.
Of course.
Well, all right, guys. Thank you so much for all the books that we've looked at today, the polls, the back issues, the showcase that ended all showcase argument from henceforth. And we didn't get to see the Book of Books Hulk 180. Maybe we'll get to see that another time. All right, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for being with us tonight. I hope you enjoyed everything that you saw here today. If you did, do me a favor. Go ahead and find us on all the socials or hit the like, share, subscribe, or follow where you're watching us live stream right now. All you got to do is type in at the Codex Station. That is where we will be. If you hit that like, share, subscribe, or follow, it definitely helps us out. That's the best way to do it right now. Gets us noticed, gets us out there, so more people like you get to enjoy what we do on the daily. Also, ladies and gentlemen, if you want to look cool and awesome, be the coolest kid on the block, head over to thecodexstation.com to get some merch, meet the team, and so much more. This guy over here, that guy, created a super awesome website for us. You need to go look at it and tell him how awesome it is. Thecodexstation.com. Ladies and gentlemen, let's take a look at the chat real quick. TJ says, great stream. Thanks for the show. You are very welcome.
Thanks for showing. Thanks for watching, baby.
Yeah, and he also says, dang, Sal, making Uncle Gary break out the math skills. Way to go.
Well, did you know that the first appearance of math was in Incredible
Hulk 180?
That is amazing. And Richard also says, another great show. Keep up the great work. We definitely will.
Thank you.
Thank you to everybody for showing up in the chat tonight. That is super awesome and amazing. We look forward to that all the time, every time. And it is great to have you guys here interacting with us. Last but not least, ladies and gentlemen, let's give a big shout out to our sponsor tonight, Nirvana Comics in Knoxville, Tennessee. Head over there to their website, nirvanacomicsknoxville.com. So that way you can check out all the awesome stuff that they have. And don't forget one last thing. We got this up for grabs. It can be yours. All you got to do is do what Richard did earlier in the show and make sure you're subscribed to Codex, following Nirvana at their Facebook page. Go ahead and do that. And then take a screenshot of that, post on our Facebook page. I'm in with screenshot, and this could be yours. You have until January 22nd to do so. All right. Ladies and gentlemen, once again, thank you so much. My name is Tim the Terrible. This guy over here is Sal the Slab Guy. Down below is the road manager himself, Dan the Kelly Art. And underneath is the pillar of comic awesomeness, the Ric Flair of comic books, Uncle Gary. Woo! Ladies and gentlemen, I hope you had a great time. We will see you next time.
Hulk 180.
See you on Hulk 180.
Hulk 180.
Gaping holes? I'll say it.
Hulk 180.
Okay.
Gaping holes, one Hulk 180.
Gaping 180 Hulk